Hello, everyone. Today is September 18th, 2024. This is the Kubernetes Data Protection Working Group meeting. So I think we'll just go over the items in the agenda doc. So first, can someone give an update on the CPT? Do we have, let's see.
Yeah,
It's not here.
I can share updates.
Hey, yeah, Prasad, you want to?
Yeah, we are making progress. So right now the thing we are focusing on is adding end-to-end tests, and we would also need help in setting up the CI. So I guess there is already a PR for test infra. So if you could take a look, review, that
Yeah,
would
I
be
think
great.
okay, let's see. I think I added some comments. Let's see. Is that okay? Oh, okay, right, regen. Okay, sorry, I forgot to follow up. Okay, so I will review again. Let's see. Review. Okay. Action item.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we are just focusing on adding test and end-to-end test, system test.
Okay.
If there's, I mean, if there's another repo like external snapshotter, which we can refer to figure out the infra stuff, yeah, please let us know.
Right. I think it's yeah, I think this once we get this one merged, then we can yeah, we can add our tests. We can add our E2E test. Okay,
Yeah,
so I will take a look.
yeah, our main issue right now is just there's a lot of this scripts in there and trying to understand what exactly how do we use them and how do we do things like deploying this sidecar.
Oh,
So
there
we
is
see
actually
some example.
okay. There is an example. Okay, so let's see. There's an example. So right now, for voting group snapshot, we are actually also trying to add E2E test, right? So I think this is good. Maybe we can do something similar. So take a look. You find that one we're still doing review. So maybe we can do something. So see this one. Okay. So this is trying to add the voting group snapshot E2E test. Now we have to do something different compared to volume snapshot, because for volume snapshot, the tests were added to cluster add-on, which are run on cloud provider infrastructure, which won't be working for volume group snapshot because like the Google driver, they didn't really add this feature, so you can't. So what we did here is we are trying to run this in a kind cluster. So maybe we can try to do something similar, right? So take a look of this. I'll put this link there. Let's see, okay, just say example. Take a look. This PR, and also there's also one for the infra. Infra. Yeah, we're still going through the reviews just to trying to make sure this is the right way to do this, because this is different from all the other existing tests. So there is is the test info. Oh yeah, this one, yeah. Right. So if you look at this test info, what it does is, so basically there is a previous job, I think it's one before this one, was added recently for volume attributes class, which is running all the alpha features in a kind cluster. So what we did with this one is we basically just try to create a new job, right? Because we don't want this one to disrupt those other tests. Some of those are already beta. So this is a new job we added in the kind cluster. And here, so this is the script that tries to deploy the new CRDs and deploy the snapshot controller, right? And this particular script right now, it's actually in this other PR. So there will be two PRs. One is in KK, the other one is in the testing. But take a look and see how this is done. Well, maybe we need to do something similar. But this one is we're still going through review. So once we get those merged, we know, we can probably do something similar. But you can definitely take a look and see how this is done.
Yeah,
So
so
what
this
this one
this
does is,
one.
this actually is going to install a kind cluster, and then after that install the CRDs, RBACs, snapshot controller.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we can definitely do something similar. And for so for this, yeah, definitely take a look of this, right? So for for this one, basically the snapshot controller, like the image is a new one that we have to add, because previously those are in the cluster add-on. We just cannot rely on that one anymore. So this is very similar to our case. You can take a look of see, right? If you look at this one, if you look at the tests, there's a testing manifest. So the CSI, right? So yeah, so that's where we are trying to add the script. And then if you look at here, right, there are some side cursor. I think it's under host path. You will see the images. If you look at this one, right, so you'll see some sidecar images are here. Image, this is
So if you
Hmm?
have to mock our own CSR driver, is this the place where we'll have to add
Yeah,
this
yeah,
manifest?
right, yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Can you fake volumes and snapshots, etc. with this?
Oh, fake volumes. Can we
I
are
mean,
we going to
you have to
install the
operate
same
on
host path drive?
snapshots.
I think we should install, I mean, sorry, we should implement those in the host path, right? Are we going to, how are we going to implement this? Can we do that in host path?
I don't know. I was hoping that the CSI external snapshot I had a pattern we could follow, because
Oh,
they
but
have to
that
be.
one, yeah, for that one, we implemented that in the host path driver. So take a look of the host path driver, CSI host path driver. We implement, so all the features are implemented there. So that's usually we use that for testing. To take a look of host path driver implementation, see if we can, implement our example driver there. Example, yeah. So because we need to, for ETU test, right, we need to implement that in a CSI driver so that we can run tests with it, right? So take a look and see if it's possible to do it there, because normally when we add new feature in CSI, we implement in the CSI host path driver.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, just to reiterate, like we were looking at it, we were um, expecting that there was something in um, what's this called in the release tools that we can hook up to. Um, what you're showing right now is more of we should make a script which could do like could install all the things in a kind cluster and just run the tests with that. Is that what you're saying, or there's
But
still
yeah,
something is
for the E2 test, I was thinking, because otherwise, because that's where our E2 tests are all run there, right? So I was initially thinking that we may be able to do just to have all our E2 tests auto tree, but right now there isn't a good framework that we can follow.
Mhm.
So Cozy folks are doing some stuff, but they tried this. There was a E2E framework sponsored by SIG testing, but that one it's not easy to use. So they actually they gave up on that one. They're trying something completely new. It's called a chainsaw. So I don't know if we want to try that one, because for anything under Kubernetes CSI, right, we have the E3 test mostly in tree, and so we do have some tests out of tree, which we added in the external provisioner. However, for that, we actually have to be dependent on KK, which is a pattern that we do not want to follow. So that was one thing we tried, but I don't think we should continue. So we did, right, at one point. We did, if you look at the provisioner here, right, we actually have if you see here, we have an E2 test E2. So we thought, okay, maybe the tests that we can just add auto tree here, that will be easier for us to maintain. Everything is here. But this is rely on, so the problem with this one is it's relying on the in-tree E2 test. So that basically added dependency here. You see this? That made our, basically now our sidecar repo have to be depending on Kubernetes, which is not a good pattern. We want to get rid of that. But this is not good. This causes a lot of problems. So if we continue to add tests that way, following the test I was just showing you in the external provision, then we have this problem. We have to have a dependency on Kubernetes, which we do not want to, a direct dependency. So now I'm thinking for whatever we have right now, maybe take a look of just take a look and see how we are adding tests for the volume group snapshot. So this way, but that in this case, the E2 test will be added in tree. Right. Basically, there are like several patterns we try to explore, right? So once we tried here, but this now I don't think this is a good model to follow, just because, sorry, we have to add Kubernetes as a direct dependency for the sidecar, which is bad. And then we tried the SIG testing's E2E framework, which seems to be not really easy to follow. And then Cozy is trying this completely new thing, chainsaw, which I don't know if we want to try that one. That one they're still working on it. That's actually from Caverno. It's not even a SIG testing project. We can also consider that one, but that one is still work in progress. So I think for now, take a look of just take a look of what this volume group, the one that I was just shared. Take a look of that one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So this would be a separate job in Prow. It wouldn't be the like main thing that runs on Prow shell script. It would work for us as of if we can make it script that just runs the tests with kind cluster. Okay, we can run it locally if we want to. But yeah, just to clarify that there's no like a framework we are missing right now. From what I hear, there's currently no established way to run it, and we have to.
So that is a way, right? So the way that is, this was like recently we added a job. So the reason that I do not want us to, kind of directly add to that existing job is that we are trying to install a lot of things. That particular job already has some beta, some features that are in beta, like the volume attributes class, right? So if you look at the one that I was sharing earlier, where is that one? Right. So the one that I was sharing earlier, yeah. So this one, if you look at this one, right? So this one, right? So this basically copied, and so this is a copy of a job, I think, right above this one, which we added. You see, all of those jobs, those are 630 jobs. Okay. But those jobs are just does not have to install all the other extra stuff. Like we have our own sidecar, we have our we don't have CRDs, do we? Okay. So yeah, I think we have a few other things, right? So you can also take a look and see if it's possible just to leverage this one directly. If not, it's better, I think, to have a separate job because I don't want our job to affect those. Like those two are already beta, right? So this one does not need much extra things. That's why, because I thought for us, we probably will need to, for example, like this script, right? This is a script created for those jobs, which installs the kind cluster, things like that. But if we need to install extra things, I actually think maybe it's easier for us just to have another script. But this is still to be determined. Take a look. You can take a look, okay? I don't think this is final, but I'm just thinking this is something that we are doing right now because the voting group snapshot for this one, we need to install so many extra stuff. So I would, so I basically say, hey, let's just have a separate job because otherwise we will have to kind of change this or patch this to do something else. I'm thinking, for CBT, it's kind of in the similar boat. It's different.
Yeah.
But take a look of this one, okay? But if you have some other ideas, we can discuss.
And you'd recommend to implement the snapshot service on postpath CSI driver instead of, having our own mock driver.
Right, it's better just to use the host path driver, but take a look and see if it's possible, right? If you tell me, hey, that's completely not possible, then we can think of something else. Because all the other features are implemented in that host path driver.
Yeah.
Take a look. Yeah.
Makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, this will be helpful.
Okay. I just say try see implement the feature in CSI host path driver. Right. Take a look at that. Okay. Are there other questions for this?
I think we have to go back and understand all the stuff you showed us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Take a look. I know that's the testing thing. Yeah. I was actually hoping that we could use the E2E framework from SIG testing, but since the Cozy team has abandoned it, so I don't think we should try that now. Yeah.
Thanks for all the insights, Xing.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so we can move on to the next topic. All right. Dave, you want to give an update on the white paper?
Yeah, no changes. I haven't had time to work on it. Still looking for folks, so if anybody's interested, I need to. I'll send out something on the mailing list and on Slack, looking for people.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see Jeff. Does Jeff join the meeting today? I think he's working on the Infinidat driver, I believe.
Okay.
And he's implementing the voting group snapshot feature for Infinidat as well. So okay. For other contributors. Okay, one group snapshot, right? So yeah, we are reviewing the E3 test. We actually already looked at this one. Those are the two that I was talking about. Yeah, I think this is the main thing. And so So Ben, I do have this PR out. Can you take a look? So basically, so after the CAP was merged, during the implementation, we ran into some issues and we discussed and then we made some changes to the API, right? You were in those discussions.
Wait, okay.
Because of that,
These are the ones. This is a couple months back we discussed these, right?
those are the ones that we have already discussed previously. That I just updated the document to reflect those changes. Yeah, those are like already implemented. Those are already in the code. It's just just updating this cap.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
There's nothing new. Basically. This is like previous.
is the API currently alpha or currently beta?
Currently is alpha. We have a
Okay.
PR out to move it to beta.
So the goal is to move it to beta
Right.
after making these changes.
These changes are already no. These were changes are made in alpha stage.
Yeah. Okay, that's so
Okay.
right. So we have like an alpha 1, and this is kind of like an alpha 2, and we want to promote that to beta 1.
Right.
Or do we never even bump to alpha 2? Do we just still call it alpha 1?
No, this is already released. This is all of these changes. Just like this.
Yeah,
is
I'm just trying to get a sense of where we are in the life
This is
cycle
still
of the
alpha.
API.
Yeah, all of these are alpha.
Right.
Alpha changes.
Yeah.
This is just reflecting more of what we have
Okay.
implemented. Right, there was some.
But moving into beta is a signal that like we're probably not going to change it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And that's where you're at. You think the current version is going to be fine?
So
Because I remember we
right.
did discuss a bug or two, and we had
but
some
that's
questions.
that turns out to be the bug, right? I think I think last week we were talking about that, and then that turns out to be a bug. So we are not going to. So at the moment, there are no more requests to change the API. Right? That one was just a misunderstanding. Looks like I was not reading it carefully.
And for this one, do we have a substantial number of implementations from vendors? Because that was the other thing that we were trying to track, right?
So we already know. We know that you see that this Jeff because he has been on Slack a lot asking questions about so he actually opened several issues for this, right? So those are all bugs. Those are not like real API changes. It's just the bugs we are fixing. Right? So he is definitely implementing it. We can see that he has a lot of questions and he finding some issues we're trying to fix, right?
And are we gating the move to beta for Kubernetes on CSI moving to GA, or are we?
So that really depends on us, right? So we are saying this is a.
I know, but like I thought we were talking about going to GA first with CSI. I mean, I don't want to slow this down, but does that mean we have to hurry up and promote the CSI feature to GA?
But review of the cap that can go in parallel, right? Basically, if we say, remember that we are saying that's depending on the feature.
What's the deadline to merge this cap update?
Okay, let's see. Deadline. Okay. So the deadline is okay, so PRR basically that is just making your cap ready. So that's already ready. So the next deadline, actually I need to remove this one so that I do not get confused with the dates. So October 10th is the cap freeze. So basically we need to merge that.
Right. So what I'm getting at is even if we promote the CSI feature to GA and do a release, like that'll take a little while and probably won't happen by this date. So like, are we okay with that?
That should be that should be okay. This is just a cap, right? We have not even basically just say you agree. This is the idea.
So what we're saying is this is the plan, and then we have to actually do the release, and by the end of the release, it'll be beta.
Then
all right. Okay.
Then there's a code.
All right.
Code freeze. Code freeze is so this is the date. So November 7th is the date that we basically so by this date we have to everything has to be merged. Of course, before this one we should have CSI spec thing done, right? If we want to say hey, CSI has to GA before we do this, then that's yeah, we have until November 7th to have everything done before that. Because our feature is actually, our feature is actually auto tree, right? So, but we do want to definitely need to cut the CSS vector list before that. We actually, I was just trying to think. Right, yeah, this is the deadline. Of course, we want to do that earlier, right? But this is the deadline. Before the code freeze, definitely we should have if we say we want to promote.
What is the number of the PR?
Which PR? The cap PR?
Yeah, the cap PR.
Okay. I think I have it. I can put
Oh,
that.
is it linked off this? I can just find it on the doc if it's.
Oh, I have it. No, I have it in. Let's see. Well, sorry. I thought I have it in here. Did I?
You clicked on it and you brought it up.
Oh.
I was just trying to find it.
Yeah. I thought I have it in here. Oh, yeah, here. Yeah.
4734.
4734. Yeah, let me highlight this one. Let me also I can put that in your Slack.
I got it.
You can refer to this one. All right, let me just put it to. So this is a different color. Okay, I'll just say Ben will review it. Yeah, after you review it, after you're good with it, I will ping Michelle for the API review. But the API actually, really there's no additional change, right? So we already discussed those changes previously. So yeah, just take a look and see if there's anything else missing. Yeah, so we do have this. So we do have a PR moving the API itself to VM beta 1, but we can't merge that until we have this. Yeah, we have the cap merged. Yeah. And then so for this one, we know Infinidat is definitely working on this, and Alibaba has something. Yeah, let me actually I should actually ask them to see if they actually have some link, right? Will be good to show that. But for Infinidat it was pretty obviously because he has been submitting issues, he has been asking questions on the Slack. It's definitely he's actively working on this. And then this, of course, SafeFS, SafeRFD drivers, we have something. We definitely know that they are actively working on that. It's already implemented. They are also helping with promoting this feature to beta. So okay, so Ben, do you need anything else for this one?
For the cap review?
For the cap or in general for cap in general for this moving to beta? Do you have any other?
I've got the cap open. I mean, we talked in the CSI meeting about, let's just get some people on the record. So an email thread is sort of the ideal way to do it, I think.
Okay, yeah,
it's on the record.
I was actually trying to draft. Oh, so let me finish it. I started drafting it. Let me try to put that together. I will show you and then see if you think we need to add anything else there. Then I'll send it.
I think we want to hit the CSI mailing list and the SIG storage mailing list for wide distribution,
and then SIG storage, maybe Kubernetes dev list, just to make sure.
Yeah. Okay. And the important thing is just that the vendors, describe what they've done and commit to sticking with the current design.
Right. So say this. Okay, that's it, right? Anything else?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think this one I already updated. Okay, I think that's it. Are there any other issues that folks want to discuss today?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right then, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Right.